This is another city which was already known as one of the seven churches of Asia Minor. History of the city is going back to the 2nd century BC. In the 2nd century BC, by the Pergamon Emperor Attalus II, it was built with the name of Philadelphia. What does Philadelphia mean? In Latin language, Philadelphia means city of brotherly love. Why they call the city with this name? Normally at that time, kings and their brothers were always fighting each other. They were trying to grab the position of each other. But actually, Attalus III and his brother Eumenes II, they had a very good relationship as two brothers. That's why they call the city Philadelphia, which means city of brotherly love. It's symbolizing the good relationship and the loyal relationship between the King Attalus and King Eumenes. This city was just built next to the Persian Royal Road. That's why it was known as the important trading city. The ruins which we are visiting right now, ladies and gentlemen, is originally left from the Church of St. John from the 6th century AD. Do you remember yesterday we visited St. John's Basilica at Ephesus? The architectural style of this building was very similar to that one actually. This one and that one, both of them were actually known as the small copies of St. Sophia Church in Istanbul. They were not sure Titus Kinyanis. The place which you see behind you is originally from 2,200 years before today. These are the type of bed which became the clinic site of Gorgeous. These people are the Turkish people. They were special design. And when you look at the design, we can use three grapes. There are two uses for the grape design. First of all, the city is famous for grapes, as you know, and secondly, the main part of it, but before there was the cover on the top, which looks like the roof. When they were burning people, they usually put it there in the same shape like the baby in the mother's stomach. How is the shape of the baby in the mother's stomach? Two arms are close to the stomach and two legs are close to that. They were following exactly the same tradition. Why? Because they were living the second life. And because they were living the second life, they were burying people with some jewelries, with some money, even sometimes with some clothes. That's why usually many of the sarcophagus in the rest of Turkey have been already opened and run by local people. The ones which you see here, these are the best example, the most well-preserved examples. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you the meaning of the city. I can say Philadelphia and Smyrna were the only two cities which St. John never ever mentioned anything bad about the people. Jesus always sent his greetings and good things to the people. And he said to the Philadelphians, because you never deny my name and because you always try to obey me, I have already opened one door for you which no one can shut again. That's why very soon he said, I will come to your city to write my name. To Philadelphians, this is what you must write to the angel of the church in Philadelphia. I'm the one who is holy and true, and I have the keys that belong to David. When I open a door, no one can close it. And when I close a door, no one can open it. Listen to what I say. I know everything you have done, and I have placed before you an open door no one can close. You were not very strong, but you obeyed my message and didn't deny you are my followers. Now you will see what I will do with those people who belong to Satan's group. They claim to be God's people, but they are the liars. I will make them come and kneel down at your feet. Then they will know that I love you. You obeyed my message and endured. So I will protect you from the type of test that everyone in all over the world must go through. I'm coming soon, so hold firm with what you have, and no one will take away from you. Anyone who wins the victory will make him the pillar in the temple of my God, and they will stay there forever. I will write on each of them the name, sorry, and then the name of my God and the name of the city. It is the new Jerusalem my God will send down from heaven. I will also write on them my own new name. If you have ears, listen to what this could say to the churches. This is the message for the Philadelphians. By the way, today whatever we see is very limited. Unfortunately, the city was surrounded by several earthquakes. But during Roman time, ladies and gentlemen, nickname of this city was Small Athens. Athens actually is the capital of Greece, as you know, and it was always a famous city for the festivals. Because this city in Roman time was famous for the festival organization, they were calling it actually as the Small Athens. It was always known as very light and active city.